நம்ம அவரை கர்நாடகத்தில் வந்து தமிழில் பேசுகிறாங்க, இவர் ஹரியானாலேருந்து வந்து இங்கிலீஷில் பேசுகிறாங்க. நான்
तेलुगु 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 तेलुगु
அஞ்சு மாநிலங்கள்லேருந்து வந்திருக்காங்க மக்கள். நிறைய பேர் வெளிநாட்டில் இருந்து இருக்கிறாங்க. அதனால யாருக்கு புரியாத மாதிரி இங்கிலீஷில் பேசுறாங்க. So, namaskaram to all of you. And Tulassimati, if you want to rob somebody, rob her because she's got kilograms of gold and silver. Maybe in a few years she'll reach a ton. And Virendra Sehwag, fondly known to everybody as Viru. Were you in the Sholay movie? You know that. So he is always busy sending the ball beyond the boundary, and this guy is busy sending the batsman beyond the boundary. You know that. And SPP sir, one of the prominent industrialists in Coimbatore city, a doyen of business in this city, and who's been an unwavering support for Isha for many, many years.
Thank you, sir.
And Mariappan, with high jump. Most of you can jump 3 feet, I know that. Look at him. Wonderful. And all of you, the participants of various different games, and I saw the rural dancers, all the ladies, who put nearly 1,000 of them. And about 1,500 women doing Rangoli competition, 500 men participating in the Silambu competition. Well, above all, what Gramotsav means is to celebrate the populace or the people of rural Bharat, which as SVB sir was saying, at one time the most vibrant economy on the planet. But last few hundred years, we went through a very bad time for whatever reasons. When things go wrong with your life or whatever, don't find excuses. Just say, what's the solution? Excuses will make you sleep. For whatever reasons, things went bad for the country. So in this economic downturn, also hyped up various social problems. The nature of human existence is such, unfortunately, if there are 2 glasses of water, you and me will drink. But if there's only 1 glass of water, we will fight. Hello? So it's very important. Economic prosperity is extremely important to bring social cohesiveness. Otherwise, shortages lead to conflict. So this is what has happened to us as a nation. In the last 300 years, people caused serious economic distress to us in a planned way. and moved the entire industry and the trading out of this nation, for which it bred so many problems. What was once a 100% literate country, at the time of independence, we were 93% illiterate in a matter of 300 years. So we have taken a lot of beating, worst kind of beating that any civilization has taken. But in 75 years, we have done many incredible things in the country and in the world. We are looking at Mars and the sun. There are many things to life. There is material ingredient to everything that we do. There is intelligence, there is competence, strength. But all these things will fire, all these things will work for us only when we are spirited. If there is no spirit, doesn't matter how much money you have, how much intelligence you have, how much wealth you have, we can't build something. So Brahmotsavam was an effort to raise the rural spirit. And from a very modest event, today it's come to this place where it's across 5 states and a union territory, involving lakhs of people in terms of participants, spectators and various other aspects. So this is not enough. We want this to happen from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So those of you who are winners of whatever games you played, we're very happy. Next time we're going to bring tough competition for you. So just prepare yourself. The level of games that you're playing may not be enough next year. Next Brahmotsavam will be much steeper in terms of competition. One of the greatest things in human life is, in any aspect of life, if you can stretch yourself beyond the limitations you think are yours, there is a great sense of joy. There is a great sense of liberation that you crossed a boundary. I'm not talking about you. Well, this guy is, I don't know how many hundreds, I can't count, so many hundreds, double hundreds, triple hundreds. Well, I think the only other player, if I'm correct, I'm not good on stats, but I think the only other player who has a few of those records that you have is Brian Lara. I golf with him, Bradman also. Okay. But Bradman is maybe a great player, but it's another time where things were very different. I played golf with Brian and he gave me a ball, a golf ball with 365, huh? No, the first match, his debut match, he scored 365 runs. So he wrote 365 on the ball and signed it and gave me. It's still with me. So Virendra Sehwag and Venkatesh Prasad have brought many accolades to the country and also still participating in the game. Venkatesh has been an effective coach for India team and the junior team, under-19 team also. It's great to see that the legends of the game are still engaged with the youth in whatever capacity they can and still guiding and inspiring people. This is what is most important, that once you reach the prime of whatever you're doing, it's most important that you prepare the next generation to do not as well as you, but better than you. This is most important. This is progress. When we ensure that the next generation in some way is better than us, that is progress. So Brahmotsavam involves various aspects, the rural music, the rural art, and various other things which have died down very badly, which have lacked support, which have lacked sponsorship or any kind of platform for them to exercise. I'm saying just the Rangoli competition, just look back and see. One generation ago, there was no woman in India who could not make Rangoli just freehand. Today you ask our city girls of Bharat, they will need a template. Now, all these things are not just about culture. All these things have something to do with your inner development. When you do certain things intricately, above all, when you do certain things with absolute involvement, life enhances itself. There is no aspect of life which will thrive. There is no human being who will thrive without absolute sense of involvement. But Sevak has a problem, shall I… The secret he already said, otherwise I wouldn't have said it, I only joked with him. So the first time I was having a conversation with him and it was being recorded, and I was asking him that, what do you do when you're playing to keep your focus? Then he said, when he hits a ball and then before the next ball comes, because there's a little time gap where a batsman has to keep himself focused, you will see most of the batsmen will go do gardening, they'll adjust their groin pad, adjust their pad. Everything is in place, but they keep adjusting. All this is simply some way not to unnecessarily think about something else. When I asked him, what do you do? He said, I sing a song, and the song was Chala Jata Hu. Tamil people understand what I'm saying? Naan poiduvenu paadranga. Anu ayyo andha paattu paada venda. Vera edho paadalam. Naan poiduvenu sonna eppadi batting la irukringa po kodadhu. Pole avara but appadi paada. So it's very important that when we do something, whatever it is, small, big, there is no such thing. If you think what you're doing right now is small, please understand the statement that you are making is your life is small. Don't do that. Whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter. You're sweeping the floor or you're sweeping the ball to the boundary. It's a big thing that you're doing right now. Because if you think it is small, your life will become small. Involvement. It's involvement which creates an evolution, an active, dynamic evolution of who you are. Where there is no involvement, it will not happen. Whatever celebrated sports people that you think of, many names in the world, I've been closely interacting with Tom Brady in the United States, and he's one of the greatest football quarterbacks in the United States, and the amount of pain and training and sacrifices that are there, the stardom is only once in a way when you come in front of media. The amount of sacrifice, pain, daily, what you go through to get to that place is incredible. When somebody stays on that sphere for 20-25 years, almost entire life is gone in this pain, physical pain, every kind. So you need to understand, you can go through that striving only when there is a profound sense of devotion to what you're doing. If you're not devoted to what you're doing, nothing phenomenal will ever happen in your life. Devotion does not mean going to the temple, going to the mosque or going to the church. That is just one thing. There you can close your eyes and people think you're praying. You can be doing chala chata. People don't know. Hello? But the significance of a game is that when you hit the ball, if you think about something else, the ball will hit you. It's as simple as that. If you want to hit the ball, whichever ball, whatever game, you have to be involved. That is the most beautiful aspect of the game, that it will not spare anybody. It doesn't matter what reputations you have, what kind of name you have. If you are not involved in that moment, it will punish you immediately. Am I correct? So, 4-0-0, they may be doing in one match. Next match, a little not involved, 0 only. Yes, this is the nature of the game, any game for that matter. Because it will punish you immediately if there is no involvement. In a sport, it is visible. But this is absolutely true with every aspect of your life. That if you are not involved, immediately life will punish you. But it may not be so dramatic as getting out and going and sitting in the stadium, but it's happening to you every day. Where you're not involved, life is hitting you in the face in so many ways. But you think it's because of the stars. No, it's lack of your involvement that things don't work. Life does not go the way you want because your involvement is off and on. This off and on involvement has come because you have decided in your mind what is important and what is not important. You must get this out of your head. There is nothing in this life that is not important. Everything is important. You eat, is it important? Oh, I asked the wrong question. You eat, is it important?
Yes.
You breathe, is it important?
Yes.
If you are not involved in this, that means you think it's not important. If you think it's not important, I would say you must stop it. Hello? And it does stop in some way. You breathe, but you're not alive. You eat, but you're not vibrant. Simply because lack of involvement. So today we are facing a situation in the world where like never before people are sick. Like never before, food supply on the planet is better organized than ever before in the history of humanity. Food was never organized as well as it is today. Even 2 generations ago, this is not possible. Today, all you have to have is just a little money, you go to the store, food is ready. This was not the case 100 years ago. If you have to get your food, there was a whole lot of work to do. Hello? Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Today you open your tap and water comes in your house. Just some time ago, if you have to get a bucket of water, you have to walk 2 kilometers and get water and walk back. Today I'm asking, how many youth, leave the older people, how many youth are even capable of carrying 2 buckets of water 2 kilometers and bring it home? So this, we must understand, we have come to a place in 21st century where we are the most comfortable generation ever. Still, unfortunately, some parts of the world are in war or famine or something. Still, unfortunately, a certain population is still left out. We have to change that, but I'm saying at least for all of you, in the same village where you're living today, if you lived in this village 100 years ago, the amount of work you had to do just to organize your food on a daily basis was extraordinary. Today, it's better organized than ever before. But the number of ailments in the world has multiplied like anything. physical ailments for one reason or the other. One reason is you're not playing a game. Yes? And now, all the experts in the world are warning you, in the next 15 to 25 years, there will be a mental health pandemic. That means you are not only physically weak and unwell, you'll also be crazy. How's this? Hello? That means you are getting a PhD. Yes, the psychological disorder I'm talking about. This is coming in such a scale, it's hard to believe that so many people, every 40 seconds, one human being is committing suicide on the planet. Some responsible scientists are saying, by 2045, 20